Hey everybody, welcome back. No new episode this week. Instead, it's been an entire new year with an entire new venture. This is a new chapter of my life and your life as well. We have 25 episodes out, and I can't believe we're in 2025 already. This is the best of 2024. Enjoy it. Theme music.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sliding in the studio, you know my album coming soon. Until we get this rap money, trap gon' have to boom. These bricks and these keys and these zips is what we'll do. If you need some fire, I can see you off the juice.
Hold on, this makes it a little juicy because are we saying now if depends on the performance? Because hey, LeBron has a bad game, Kobe's had bad games, Michael Jordan's had bad games.
Not about the
Is it
performance,
that?
but Pop, I got kids.
I
obviously.
don't have bad games.
We're grown.
I know, but you guys are grown. But the thing
You
is,
want more kids?
I still no. I definitely do want more kids, but
What?
Yeah.
50-year-olds making kids.
Of course. What do you mean? Robert De Niro just had and he's like 78. Get
So
the fuck out of
you're
here.
competing with Robert.
I
Shout
got,
out to Robert De
I got
Niro.
girls
No, I
want to have
ain't
my
competing with
baby,
nobody.
man. Come
I
on.
don't compete with nobody.
I got girls want to have my baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
In our hearts, we all know two things. We all know good and evil. So eventually, even though I struggle with a sense of wickedness, I also have that power
like Star
inside of
Wars,
me of
like
doing good and doing what's right. So it comes from both. We both have, a little devil on our right shoulder and a little, angel on our left
That's
shoulder.
literally the concept of Chico Good Boy. It's the Chico and the good boy. The Chico's like the swaggy guy that traps in high school, and the good boy is the nerdy kid that gets good grades and doesn't trap. He just
Exactly.
buys the weed.
Yeah.
So it's two different guys, and then they were like, hey, trap. And the other guy's like, hey, go to school. And then the best, then they fuse. They do in Dragon Ball Z when characters came together. You remember the
You're
fusion?
right, yeah.
They do the dance and go fusion, huh?
最高だぜ。
And then it turns it to me. It's Chico Good Boy. I'm both
Exactly.
together.
No, you got it right on the pin drop.
I fucking hate the new NBA, bro. It's hard for me to watch. Hate's a strong word, you know.
With
what I
the
mean?
flopping, you mean? In that sense, what's the one thing you hate about it the most? When you say you hate the new NBA, what do you hate about it?
The
what's
rules. The rules.
That? How they're making big changes towards
The
to trying to
travel.
combat
The
it.
traveling is ridiculous nowadays.
Like with dunking, you mean, or like just just
with
sink
the
it in?
travel.
I get
The
you. I
traveling.
follow accounts where it's like NBA referees where guys are just snitching
Bro,
on
that
misplays.
that shit drives me crazy, bro. It's so hard to watch. So
I don't think I've ever seen that. It happens all the time in the NBA. We just don't call it.
that's why the and I'm gonna trigger you here, right? But the whole like old school versus new school NBA conversation, that's where it gets tricky for me because of the rule changes. You know what I mean? Like people look at Kyrie and he's the best. He's got the best handles ever.
This is
Kyrie,
crazy. Kyrie
James
slander
Harden.
on my podcast. You're
No,
gonna
there's
say
no
Kyrie
slander,
travels?
bro. Kyrie's nasty, bro.
One of the
There's no
nastiest
slander. Don't get it
handles of
wrong.
all time, if not
okay,
the.
okay. However, every single one of Kyrie's possessions would have been called in the 90s. You couldn't do none of that shit, bro. You couldn't do none of that shit.
That's a good
So
take.
people
I'll take that. That's crazy.
unfairly judge like a guy like Tim Hardaway, right? Tim Hardaway's crossover, the ball he never did this with his hand, bro. His crossover was boom, boom. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Tell me I'm lying. It was like the hand was always above the basketball. And that was just it was just like fast as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Kyrie couldn't do those moves in the 90s. So he would have to have a Tim Hardaway crossover to get away with that shit. You couldn't do that in the 90s, bro.
But my argument is you don't think Kyrie could easily learn the Tim Hardaway crossover as opposed to Tim Hardaway doing all the things Kyrie does at the same time? Like it's easier. It's an easier adjustment for the newer players to transition to those smaller rules. And
I disagree. Yeah, I think, bro, you give Tim Hardaway, who's used to the limitations of the old rules, and you give him this much space.
Oh my God.
Bro, come on, dog. You give Isaiah Thomas this much space. Like, what do you think is easier to adjust to, right? Like, for the defenses to adjust to today's. So like you put like today's players and shit, and let's say they have to adjust to the 90s rule set. How do you think they're gonna fare with that, bro? they've come up. This is how they've played their whole careers at this point. James Harden, that's how he's played his whole career, dog. Is carrying the ball and all that shit, bro. All of a sudden, he's got to adjust to those rule sets. I think that takes longer than for those guys to adjust to this. You put Clyde Drexler in today's game with that wide open shit, bro. Come on, dog. And I ain't even say Jordan yet. Because I don't want to have that conversation with you either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Clyde Drexler was.
But it's just like, think about the come on, who's shaking anything against KD like back in the day? Like, come on, who's like what? Nobody's stopping him today. Like, offensively, it's crazy. Like the LeBron. I love how people say LeBron this and that. You don't think that guy would?
KD doesn't even get a title 40. If he doesn't join the Warriors, bro. What are we talking about?
No, but I'm just saying offensively, when it comes to if you drop that guy back in the day, I think when you say who's the toughest person Jordan played against, that's like a funny ass conversation for people to have. It's like Clyde Drexler, the guy with the bald spot. Like you drop Clyde Drexler nowadays, and today's the guy doesn't even make an All-Star game.
Nah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Clyde Drexler's a world-class athlete. He had a 3-ball. Like, what are you talking? What are we saying here, dog?
I mean, dog.
He was jumping out the gym. He had a 3-ball. He was a good defender.
He's the biggest op Jordan had in his time. He's the toughest competition. If you have to consolidate it to
Jordan
one person,
didn't go up against Shaq.
Bro.
Jordan didn't go up against
Shaq.
prime Shaq?
Baby Shaq. And he ducked Hakeem.
He
left. He got
Hakeem only won because Jordan retired, dog. What are we talking, bro? UB. I'm blaming you for this one. UB, I'm blaming you for this.
Talking about the NBA. You guys saw the old shit.
Closer to the mic.
I saw the old shit.
I didn't.
We all saw the old
I saw
shit.
highlights. Those guys
okay. Between me and you, because you could YouTube it all the
My
time.
son is under the impression that the old NBA guys sucked.
No, not that. I'm not saying that. I don't think they sucked.
respect
They were
the old
legends
school.
at the time. They were great for the time.
Right.
The technology, science has improved. Everything
It has.
Look at the 3-point. I just said this yesterday.
Not everybody has a isobaric chamber. What
Guys,
does LeBron have?
Listen,
He has like an isobaric chamber.
For everybody at home, this is probably going to drop after the All-Star break.
Hydrobaric
Yesterday was the
chamber.
3-point contest.
Hydrobaric.
Yesterday was the hold on. Yesterday, okay, hydrobaric chamber.
Sorry.
Hydrobaric chamber. You're
think
good.
Shouts to LeBron.
We're having 5 conversations at the same time.
I'm sorry.
You're good. Hydrobaric chamber.
Go ahead.
I'm just trying to say.
Hold on. But do you think back in the 80s, do you think that LeBron James would have hit the whole?
He'd average 80 points a game.
Factory.
80 points a game, homie. You
I
take
agree.
LeBron James from today and those times.
In the Garden.
What do you mean?
In the Garden.
The same garden that's open today, the same exact court,
I'm
the
talking
same exact everything.
No.
It's the same exact place.
But I'm talking about Patrick Ewing, Charles Smith.
That never won a ring.
John,
Did Patrick didn't won a ring?
Patrick
this
Ewing, you're
guy.
talking about the player from the Knicks?
Hey.
No, he never got a ring.
But
None of them got rings.
But do me a favor.
None of the
bro.
Knicks ever got rings.
Pero
Shout out the Knicks tape though. I like what they got going
But
on.
you
though.
gotta-
but they
First
never
round
got
exit,
rings
for
back
sure.
then.
But-
John Starks, Patrick Ewing, none of those guys
the
got
Knicks
rings.
ever-
But are you gonna tell
Never.
me? They didn't.
Never.
They didn't.
They never
So,
did.
I know Hakeem won when
They've been
when
waiting
You
Jordan
for
want me
years,
to tell
man.
you the reason they didn't beat the fucking Houston
No,
Rockets?
I don't.
Yo, being a mom is worrying about if your kid ate. Like that's like
Your
98%
29-year-old
of your mom's worries are if you ate. Did you eat today?
Blessed, man. Blessed.
¿Tú comiste? Oh, ¿qué tú haces? Oh, qué bueno. ¿Ya comiste? Like, how is that the first question if I ate? Like, really?
Blessed. She's just checking in. It's not even, hey, how are you? It's just, hey.
But, like, why is the first question if I've eaten?
Yeah. Oh, well. Hey.
You know, no, for real. Like,
She's looking out, dog.
but it's like, where are we? You know what I mean? Like, I ain't surviving. Like, I'm not trying to hunt. I'm not out here hunting deer and shit for my livelihood.
How do you know what I do? Maybe I am.
Well, I mean, you look like
Put a picture of me in a hunting outfit right now.
you look like the guy that eats beef and shit. The guy that started
Oh,
the beef
man.
diet. He's like, eat fucking beef.
I
you
look like the
fucking
guy that
loser."
eats beef.
What's his?
Pause.
No, yeah, pause. No, you know who I'm talking about, right? That guy. He like went viral for a bit. The
Something King. Liver King. Liver King, yeah, something King. Danny's his real name. His real name's Danny.
he got exposed or some shit, right? It was
He
all
exposed
fake.
himself. He went on flagrant and he started crying and said, "I'm fake. This is all roids." I can't
No, he
believe myself."
didn't.
On flagrant.
It was all roids.
Yeah, of course
Wow.
it's roids. Of course it's roids.
You remember Tech Decks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I explained to my dad what that was like 2 days ago. That's crazy you're saying this now.
Yes.
Tech deck.
Tech Decks, for all the kids that don't know, you used to play with a skateboard with your fingers and you had the time of your life. It was the best. So me and my friends got an idea that we should start selling these things in the school. long story short, we started selling them. We started making a lot of money. Like I'm talking about, imagine we were in 7th grade, and like to us, like $400 was like, oh, we got money for
$400 off tech decks.
Yes, because
Wow.
we started spray painting them, and then we
Custom.
would repackage them and say that they were custom. So we would buy these tech decks for like $2 and sell them for $10.
They were though. You guys are customizing with the paint. That's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, I even made up a story that my uncle lived in New York in the tech deck factory.
Oh my God, you're a genius.
Yeah,
You're a genius.
We would get them shipped in, and bro, these kids loved it. Like it was insane how much money we were making. Like for real.
Yeah.
And it was 4 of us. Long story short, we get caught by the principal. I'll never forget. Her
Because
name
you're
was
selling products that
we're
they're
selling,
hating.
Yeah, we're selling. Like no, we got snitched on by somebody actually.
It's just it's mind-boggling to me. How is that illegal? Like, what's wrong with that?
Well, you're selling goods on the school grounds, and you know it's illegal for sure.
But what laws are we breaking?
Well, because I don't know exactly what laws, but you know it's like you're just selling and you're making profit off of kids.
But if I work in, but you are a kid though.
But I guess
my uncle works in the tech deck factory.
I think the adults were just mad that we thought about this and we were so young. Because
we should have done it.
When they saw the amount of money we had on us, they freaked out. They were like, well, "How do you guys got all this?"
Yeah,
all this
teachers
stuff?
don't make no money, so they're like, "How in the world?"
They stay with that money for sure too.
No way, they confiscate the brand.
For sure, 100%.
But you guys weren't taking the money home. You guys just had the money in.
So what we would do is we would sell, and we were selling for about like 3 months, and we kept on selling, and then eventually we all got together one day. We're like, all right, guys, let's bring all the money, because we were all individually selling, but we had like a little network, you know. Like,
so you pulled it all together.
We pulled it all together, and we're like, let's buy more. When we pulled it all together, we brought it to school, which to this day I regret, but you know we're kids, bro. What are you gonna do? And when we bring it to school, some kid that same day wants to buy one off of us. We didn't like the kid, bro, because he was always one of those kids that, bro, you know how it is. So we didn't sell him it, and I'll never forget. He like when we didn't sell it to him, like the look that he got internally, bro. And I was like, he's gonna snitch on us, and he went, and he snitched on us, bro. Wow. And then from there, it all tumbled down.
Do you remember that kid's name,
bro? 6'9". I think it was like Juan or something, bro. I can't remember exactly, dude.
Juan, if you're listening, and we know you are. I hope you're not snitching no more, man. Tying up.
Yeah, I hope you got your tech deck finally, bro.
For real, custom from his uncle. Yo, so okay, remind me though, how does that tie into acting?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We tie into acting because it ends up being that the vice principal, she goes, your guys' punishment is gonna be that you have to perform in front of the whole school. Wow. Guess what? Because you brought up Greece earlier, a number from Greece. Yeah.
Which song?
It's Grease Lightning.
Grease Lightning. Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning. You're burning up a quarter of mile. Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning. You are supreme. It's a dream. A Grease Lightning. That's awesome. That's one of my favorite moments in podcast history. Wow.
Thank you. Man, this is love. This is history. I'm so glad to be part of it, man. It's perfect timing, divine time. There's no coincidences.
51.
51. 51, brother. You're here.
Hold on. Let me just say this right quick. Hold on. Let me just say this right quick. Let me just say this. My dad has been on this world 51 years of not just chasing his dreams, but giving everybody a happy birthday. Okay. Shout out OG white boy. 51 years of. I just want to say this right quick on my podcast, man. Getting teary-eyed and everything, because my dad's 51 years of being in this world, not just chasing his dreams, but showing people how to chase their dreams and giving people opportunities and platforms to chase their dreams, from his own son to everybody. Griot's one of his first times right next to me recording in the studio, and it's my dad's studio. My first time, millions of people have, just chased their dreams and succeeded. I'm gonna put all their names there, and they're all tagged, and they're all gonna salute that.
There's a bunch of things.
One of the realest people of all time, if not the. And I'm just so grateful to be his son. And I
remember seeing your dad.
First time crying on the podcast for Official Heir.
It's okay, man. You can cry, bro. You're in a safe area where it's about using your emotions, man. And I'm perfect. I got perfect insight on that, my brother. Let me build on your wisdom. It's the difference between whining and complaining and crying.
How y'all feeling today?
Oh, we feeling great. We feeling great.
Man, I feel great and like a piece of shit.
So, you feel me? It is.
Well, we're gonna have to explain there. What does that mean? Great and like a piece of shit. I think there's importance to duality in life. Why do you feel like a piece of shit today, specifically?
No, that's
Well, no, yeah. Every day,
That's
every day. All right,
That's every day.
All right, being a piece of shit is of my essence, but it was also a long ass day. You know what I mean? But in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Kids went out to the seaquarium, went out, had fun, but by the time you come, you drained. You drained the shit.
That's a beautiful reason to be exhausted, though. I understand that. There's exhaustion from doing something you don't want to do, or maybe something that doesn't fulfill you, or in the long run make you feel happy. At least that is a beautiful moment, and maybe you got some memories out of it. If not you, at least maybe the kids did. So that's great, dog. That's great perspectives. But you feel like a piece of shit in the sense physically, not like as a person consciously.
Oh no, as a person all the time.
Okay, why? I'm trying to give you an out here. He's like, yeah.
You don't want to know.
He's like, no,
I am what I am.
Yo, shout out to the motherfucking Aircast. Like,
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
up.
We in
Like,
here,
yo,
man.
y'all don't
Hi,
even
Leah
know
shit.
what, like, shit just evolves in front of your eyes. Like, you don't even know
crazy.
what the fuck is happening.
That's what life is. It's the beauty of life. Every day is
Not
a new
knowing.
chapter, like you said.
You put some big in some pot. You stir it up in the pot. What the fuck do you got? The illest, realest killers tied up in a knot. Juggernauts of this rap shit, like it or not. Let's go. You can't talk, bro. You can't say M is one of the illest.
Yeah,
you can't. You can't, dog.
Nah, he's one of the goats. One of
You
the goats
can't,
for
dog.
sure.
Who else gets hated on so much? You, bro. Every time
You
M
think-
drops, everybody's like, ah.
Alright, this
When Future drops, nobody says shit.
you think this controversial?
Nobody's like, oh, but
This
nobody.
controversial.
Why?
You think it's because he's white?
We also got OG White Boy in the house.
Whoa.
La Push Beach.
La Push?
La Push.
Like LeBron, but La Push?
La Push.
That's hilarious. La Push? Is it spelled
That's how
like-
you say it in the movie.
Is it
It's
spelled?
La Push, baby. La Push.
Oh, is that the name of the beach in real life?
Yes.
There's a beach in Seattle that you can swim.
The
and
whole
stuff?
thing is based on an actual location.
Cool. Oh, but I thought they make like fake names for the hoods and stuff like that.
The hoods?
Yeah.
They in the trenches out there?
Are the Indians real? Like Jacob's hood, like his family?
Are the Indians real?
Like, is that a real tribal name? Like the Wolf, whatever the names
The
are?
Wolf.
The Wolf Squad? Wolf
I don't
Gang?
think so.
Wolf
I don't
Gang.
think.
Shout out Wolfgang Puck.
Shout out.
You know who that is?
Yep.
Pizzas? You're just saying, yeah.
Pizzas?
Wolfgang Puck.
I thought you were meaning the composer.
Shout out Money Mo.
Oh, the composer. Wow.
Yeah.
That's shout out Money Mo. You're something
Shout out Money Mo.
Yeah, so shout outs to everybody.
Everybody.
Shout out.
You got a shout out. You got a shout out.
You get a shout out. Look under your seat. There's a shout out there.
Boom.
That's the Wolfpack.
Wolfpack. Yeah, the Wolves. Yeah, the Wolfpack. I was part of a Wolfpack one time.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm a lone wolf.
Like Alan from The Hangover.
Oh yeah, like Alan. I like how my face did the calculation face right now too. Just like Alan.
You need to do the actual
We're
mathematical.
gonna do it in post. In the post, we're gonna do it.
Eighth
grade
grade
was raw.
No, listen. Forget about 8th grade.
Here you go, tell me.
Cause I was in the Bronx, bro. Bro.
Yeah, you moved around, so that's
bro,
crazy.
listen to me.
That's
6th
crazy.
grade was the biggest eye opener for me, bro. Cause I'm in the Bronx and I'm going to middle school, bro. And I'm in the city bus. These niggas got guns in the. I'm talking about these are kids, bro.
Nah, that's the first time you saw
I'm
that.
from Cuba, bro.
That's the first time you saw that.
I'm from Cadena Matanza, bro. I never seen a gun in my life.
lying.
In Cuba, ain't no guns in Cuba. Ain't no fucking guns, bro.
God.
These niggas on the city bus with guns. They jumping people.
That's
They
a crazy way to look at it. That's
They
a crazy
walked
way
up to
look
me.
at it. Wow.
They walked up to me talking about Freshman Friday.
Freshman Friday.
Like that they were gonna beat me up.
What's freshman?
Man,
Oh,
I
they beat up
punched.
freshmen on Friday?
Yes.
That's wild.
Bro, I hit that man and I ran straight to the principal's office.
I'm saying
bro.
fisticuff Fridays. What you mean?
I hit him dead in this shit and I ran to the I slide like fuck.
I'm just gonna hold it and you're gonna put your hand down here and we're just gonna like get into that zen. We're just gonna like breathe together and like get into that meditative state. And you just like kind of take yourself up into your conscious, like into that higher level and meet me with our energy right here and just get in that chill state, you know, and just for like 30 seconds. And then we will pick your card.
Let's do it. So
Okay.
I have to have my hand on it?
You can put your hand on it just so you can like transfer some good energy to it, and then we're gonna
Part of the cards.
Let's take 4 deep breaths together, and then just continue on from that. And then take 1 big final deep breath. All the good, out with all the bad. And then we will see what the card is for you today. Good job. See, you got you.
That was good.
You got in the meditative state. I could feel it. So first, we'll just do a little shuffle. There it is.
Oh. Jeez. This is scary.
It's not scary, but
No,
like it's okay. It is a little
Have you ever
scary.
seen
But
Harry
that's
Potter?
Oh yeah, I
So
love
you know
Harry
what's
Potter.
going on right now.
Oh.
Nobody wants to be Slytherin.
Slytherin.
I mean, some people do.
My sisters would try to tell me I'm a Slytherin. They
Well,
don't know. We love Harry Potter.
The decks told me that. So.
But look at what it is. See, this is even like what we were talking about, like black and white, yin and yang. You think it's the snake, but it's healing. You are a healer.
Wow, that's actually good.
Boom.
Oh wow.
Well, are you scared of snakes?
So the thing is, we're brainwashed to be scared of snakes with the Bible, and you know it's scary. And then I also saw Anaconda, the movie growing up. So like you just think scary, but like snakes are like they're not bad. Like they're just animals. I think it's wrong and evil to think anything that God created to put on this world is bad. It's a human being. It's not a human. It's a living, breathing organism. It's an animal. It ain't doing nothing wrong to nobody. So like it's just doing its thing, and killing other animals is part of nature. So it's like
you have to.
You got to do that.
I love snakes.
Yeah, they're incredibly interesting, and they're incredibly unique, and like rattlesnakes rattle, like to let you know don't mess with them. Like it's crazy. There's anacondas that are bigger than like this whole entire studio.
If we're pro-choice isn't just
Right.
abortion. Pro-choice is also I choose for what you want. If you're choosing to have sex with people openly and not use protection and openly get pregnant,
Okay,
you got to deal with the consequences. Whether you agree to abortion or not, that's complicated. And
Not
I don't
okay, but hold on a second, because now
And
we're
it-
also
it-
going
it
into
is
the fact
a
that
life, you
we're
know?
also,
It is a life.
Hold on a second. Now we're absolving people of the fact that like mistakes happen. People can literally still use protection
Agreed.
and end up pregnant.
Agreed.
Right? There's also sexual assaults, right? So there's also a lot of different
hold on.
factors in
Okay, in
when we're
pregnancy.
having the discussion on this, right? We have to include all of it.
Facts.
Which is why I said this
100%.
is very,
Context.
very large
Context.
question. No? So when you're sitting here and you're discussing all of a sudden that like you want to focus on one type of vagina, right? Then say that from the jump. So then if that's the fucking hole that we're talking about, then let's focus on that story and that narrative, and we can move from there. And the vagina, her vagina and her rights, because that's what we're focusing on, right? Because a lot of times a lot of guys want to get on podcasts and have these conversations, but not include all the types of vagina.
It's me. I'm the
right?
a lot of guys.
There's a lot.
The industries, the Illuminati, they've done a great job brainwashing people now, because now everybody thinks music's free. We used to pay $10 per album. Now we pay $10
Those
a
were the
month.
good days, though.
The
Those were
best
good
days, because you get to get the album cover. It's an actual physical
Got the
thing
pictures
you could
in
hold.
there and all
You
type
could
of
open
shit.
and see the pictures. Sometimes you could get the
You
lyrics.
guys sound
with
like
it.
some old niggas.
I love history. I love learning about what motivated people to do things. I loved learning about Julius Caesar and him borrowing money and borrowing money and borrowing money and borrowing money until he conquered foreign land and got rich. Like he believed in himself so much that he's like, I will borrow infinite amounts of money until I go and I conquer foreign land and I become the richest and most powerful man in Rome.
Like the guy from FedEx, the founder of FedEx was like, he was about to go bankrupt, and then he put it all on like a crazy bet, and
Yeah, bro.
he won.
Yeah.
And now
So-
there's FedEx.
Like and then we're not talking about borrowing money to like buy some product and sell it at a premium. No. He's borrowing money to go kill a bunch of motherfuckers,
Dominate.
take over foreign land.
Taker.
Because think about it, he could have died at any moment. He's going to war, and mind you, Julius Caesar was a guy who led from the front, like Alexander the Great.
How did he die? He died from like AIDS or something. Right? Something
No.
stupid?
Julius Caesar was betrayed.
Oh, he got stabbed up.
And he got stabbed up in his court.
Oh, he's the one that got
Yeah,
stabbed
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Awesome. Not awesome. Bad. But awesome that you know history like that. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why
yeah,
my
yeah.
mind said that.
Yeah.
Not awesome getting stabbed.
If anybody wants to catch up on history and doesn't have like the patience to read, Robert Greene's books are very good. Like the 48 Laws of Power, the Art of Seduction, the 32 Strategies of War. That's my favorite one. Mastery. He's big on history, and he'll tell you all the stories. If I had to pick one person from all of history, bro, it's hard because there's so many different people who did so many different things. Because like, man, but if you put a gun to my head, I would have to say like somebody like Alexander the Great. You know.
Why Alexander the Great?
Because he conquered the known world at age 26, brother. And then we sit here and bitch and moan because we don't have like the fucking discipline or the motivation to start a website for our fucking business. Like,
well, you know what Alexander the Great didn't do? He didn't start a podcast.
Jay is very talented, but he's about the money, and he doesn't have a soul. And this is information that goes underwater for the media, goes underwater for the public, and people
swept under the rug.
People fail to forget that he gave herpes to Rihanna when she was like 14 and stuff.
Hov has herpes?
Yeah, like, and this is the reason why Chris Brown may had a domestic issue with her.
Because Chris Brown has herpes? Is a whole herpes connection? Is a
yeah,
you know how they say the Bill Belichick coaching branch is the whole herpes branch?
Turn him into a buffalo.
Look,
the
buffalo.
You look like a buffalo.
Yo.
Dance, acting, musical theater. They put on their own productions of musicals. It was crazy. I've been in like 13 musicals.
Wow, what was the first one?
Suzical the musical.
Suzical the musical. That's bars. Cut the funk flex.
That's called bars, nigga.
Anyways, what is Suzical the musical about?
It's all Dr. Seuss, and it has like all the characters, and they go through the storyline of like the Who's and like saving Whoville.
Wow.
And yeah, so I was like I was
we know you are.
I was a bird girl, and then I was also like
what's a bird girl? Like you're a girl that's a bird?
Like they were just like the little. I thought that they were the little hoes, cause they were always chasing after like they were like the little booties. I swear they had like those little cat eye glasses, little tight like thing with like crazy hair.
I can find a picture of it online.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna drop it right here.
Yeah, it's on Broadway. Like it's a real show. Yeah, but they were like super flirty and like, oh my god, like you know the cartoons back in the day, like when all the
you're a natural born actress. You're a natural born actress. You're like, what's my direction? They're booties. Okay. I love it.
I always got casted as like the little hosky.
Well,
I've got sass.
Hey, listen, Margot Robbie's one of the rawest, actresses in the game right now. One of her initial roles are like that. Wolf of Wall Street, one of the sexiest booty role of all time, and it's like,
I mean, I don't mind it. It's like
I see that meme like every day.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be true to yourself, right? This is who I is.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do say that we're all booties and putos for the right person. Like it's
I didn't mean it like that.
But it's like. Okay, well, how'd you mean it? I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you out here. Now you're setting me up.
I went on that tour with Currency. It was Orlando, Tampa, and Miami.
Dope.
There's a video on YouTube. Look up Flight Squad Films. There's a vlog.
Still out?
It's still out. Back in the days. Put it right there. There's a bunch of random shit, bro. We was young as shit. And, bro, like I said, nice, small, that packable venue that, like it gives that energy. Look at those videos. That shit was packed. Now, when it's too big and it's like the artists don't pack it out like that, it just feels weird. So like just when you're an artist, to our artists out there, once you're performing and shit, like know what crowd to get around so you know how to maneuver at first. And then a good advice, get a team. Get people to get in the crowd and jump the fuck up, go crazy for your time on that stage. So everybody else that's around, those people that don't know you, could jump around too. And next thing you know, you got videos, you got vlogs of you turning the fuck up on stage.
It's contagious.
With the crazy crowd. That's how X did it, to be honest with you. RPX, super dope guy. He had a team, members only.
X, right?
Yeah, X, bro, we performed Section 47. Look it up on YouTube.
That's right.
Smoke Perp, Lil Pump was there, but way back in the days. I'm talking 2016.
What were his vibes when you like talked to him? Like, not performing. Like, was he like on some
anime? Do you remember any of those conversations with him? Any type of shit like you could remember from him? Like,
With who? With X?
Well, X, yeah. Anything like
bro
that
just,
people would want to like know about or something like that?
Shit, just the first time I met him, I almost fought him.
No way.
Yeah.
Right. That's the story. That's the title of the podcast.
Yeah.
RPX, but yeah.
No,
the time I
don't even
almost
put
fought
that
X.
as the title of the podcast.
No, but it's a real story because the
No,
truth
but
is
it's
that's
a real
growth 'cause
story,
you guys
but-
ended up doing shows together and rocking and performing
Nah,
together.
we did a show like 2 weeks after.
That's
because my
fucking
cousin
beautiful.
Kevin right here cleared up the shit.
Shout out Kevin in the building
but
right
this
now.
shit was crazy on Twitter. That was back in the days on Twitter. But yeah, no, X a cool guy. I
Can
love
you get
his
it? Can you
music.
say a story? Because
love
everybody
his
listening is
music.
gonna want to hear at least the details of that story.
Shit, if you was there, you was there.
I love that. I love that. If you was there, you were there. If you went on IMDb or Wikipedia and you went to synopsis of the movie, it's just gonna have that one sentence. It's gonna say if you were there, you were there.
If you was there, you was there. Dude.
I'm gonna Photoshop.
I don't
that. We're
want to
gonna
get
have
into
thing.
that.
No, that's fine. You're good, Chico. That's beautiful. That's a good response to a question, my brother. There's nothing wrong with saying no. A lot of people in life don't understand the power of no. Yes is a beautiful thing, but you gotta say no too. You gotta stand on business. You gotta stand on principles and values. You can't just be a yes man unless you're Jim Carrey trying to do a movie. You gotta learn when to say no.
I've been trying very hard to avoid this, but I used to rap back in the day.
Oh my God! What was the rapping? What was the rapping? This is so awesome.
You said I tried to bury it, bro.
That is crazy. What's the rapping? I wish I figured that out.
Don't even remember, bro. It was
No
many
way.
moons ago.
Yeah, you do, bro. I know his name, but I'm not gonna tell
Say
you.
it, Jude.
I'm not gonna tell
Come
you.
on, because let him say it. He
If
knows
you
it.
know what it
If
is,
you know what it
comment it
is.
below this
Oh
post
my
right
God,
here.
fine. You guys comment it. But
Try to
tasking
find
you
one of the
guys.
songs because he deleted all of them, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He had fire. He had fire.
You like spicy
No,
food?
that's fine. I'm spicy as fuck too. We could do that.
Do you like spicy
We could
food?
do-
Hey, we all
Sure.
bleed red, you know.
Sure.
The way you said
We
sure, I don't
actually-
believe it.
we
I feel like
actually
if I
bleed
have
blue.
hot sauce
Well,
and
yeah,
tacos right
that's
now,
with
it's
the
like, no hot
oxygen
sauce.
or not, okay?
Right.
But we're all
I'm just
bleeding.
What's your
When it
favorite
comes
hot sauce?
out, we
What's your favorite-
bleed. When you bleed, it turns red.
Hold on, I
It's
got
blue
the question.
inside.
Hold on, I have a really important question to ask. What's your favorite hot sauce?
Oh, I don't eat spicy like that.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
see,
like,
I knew it.
like the
I knew it.
herbs.
I smelled the cap. I smelled
No.
the cap. You said it the way you said sure. She was like sure. If somebody likes spicy food, they say yes. I like
Yeah,
spicy
but
food.
there's
Just say no.
different
There's a
types
power
of
in saying no.
spices. There's wasabi.
No, I
There's
said
hot
spicy.
sauces. Food. You said you like spicy food. Yes? And I said sure.
Is
right?
wasabi spicy
So now
food?
here's
Is
my
wasabi
thing.
spicy? Hold on.
Though.
Is wasabi spicy?
Yes, to some
What
people.
was the thing you said before?
Hot sauces, there's different
Is hot
things.
sauce spicy?
It depends on what sauce you're talking about. Like, baby, I'm gonna need you to pay attention to what you're saying here because you're making me look a
No,
certain
but
type of way.
spicy food in general.
So like exactly. So you said, do you like spicy food in general? And I said, sure.
Oh.
Then you said, what's your favorite sauce?
Hot sauce.
And then I said, I don't know. And then you called cap, but you're calling cap on something that doesn't even make no sense.
You're right.
Do you understand what I'm
It's
saying
me.
now?
I am the problem. It's me.
See, but now you're minimizing
It's
what I'm
me.
saying by making a joke out of it, and now you're minimizing it to make me look a certain
I'm not
way.
minimizing you.
Oh,
I
baby,
agree
that's
with
minimizing.
you. I agree with you. I'm maximizing. I'm expanding. You know, on a computer when there's 3 buttons, I'm hitting the big square to make it larger. I'm
Okay.
going full screen right now.
Oh, you're going full screen?
Actually, I'm not going. I'm going theater mode.
Go ahead.
Theater
Go
mode.
ahead.
'cause
I'm
this
ready
is a
for
movie.
it. We could literally like do the what do you call it? The screen in the drive-ins, even bigger, like outside of the theater. Like this screen's so big, we just gonna go bigger than that. Just drive in the cars. Just
Guess
drive
what?
into it.
That whole monologue right there, I'm gonna animate it and post, and it's gonna be in a drive-in. I swear to God. I promise.
Just make it really cute.
You make love to your girl to the weekend?
I technically, you know what? I don't think
put some
music's
old
really
school
necessary
shit.
with
You gotta put old school
All right,
shit.
but if it was some new school, it'd probably
I think
be
it's kind of
Chris Brown.
whack when you get the music because then you keep trying to go into the beat.
I feel like Chris Brown. I know what you're trying to say, but I feel like Chris Brown's music is like
Upbeat
tempo,
dance,
and I
yeah.
feel like old R&B is like slow.
My favorite R&B artist of all time is 112, the group.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Joe to
my
see
favorite of all
112.
time.
Joe to see.
Yeah, 112 is my favorite.
Yeah, no,
Favorite,
112.
favorite.
Imagine they're
I love
beasts. They're
112.
beasts. 112.
So much.
You hate 112, OG?
What's your favorite R&B
Jodeci?
artist of all time?
What about Jodeci?
I'm not gonna lie.
You like Jodeci? I know Jodeci is
Since 112 is connected to Diddy, it's a little suspect.
has a little sus.
But Biggie's the greatest
Yo,
artist.
what
to
they
me,
do?
Biggie's a
the
little sus
greatest.
too. He had that one.
That
line,
one bar.
"I
Why does
suck your
everybody
daddy's
say that?
dick. She's so fine, I suck her daddy's dick.
Why does
Nah,
everybody
bro,
say
come
that,
on.
dog? They always use that. They always use
That's
that.
a banger.
Come on.
They always use that one line
You'll say
against
that
Biggie.
bar? You'll say that bar?
Nah.
You'll
But
say that
look,
bar?
no, I wouldn't say that bar.
No, but you'll say that
No,
bar?
no, I wouldn't say that bar.
All right.
But you know what's
So
crazy?
you'll say that bar?
What bar?
You look
The
so
bar,
good.
she's so that's a fine, crazy suck bar. your daddy's No, dick. that's a
the bar.
crazy
That's
bar.
not the bar. You
That's
have to
a-
say it
that
in
is the bar.
context.
Crazy
That's
bar.
not the bar.
That is a crazy bar. That's a crazy bar.
But it's the context.
Nah,
You
that's a
can't just say
crazy
that bar. You have to say the bars before, which
doesn't
is
matter. Nah, it still leads up to what he's saying.
He
It's still
said,
crazy.
he said she
I'll sit
looks
down.
so good. I suck your daddy's dick.
But you know what? Look, I gotta defend my dog Biggie, right?
I admit my first thought was a trip. You look so good. I would not do that. No, not me.
Look,
You say that bar?
nah, that bar is crazy. That bar is crazy.
You
But look,
wanna
I'm
say
gonna
that
defend.
bar?
But look, I'm gonna defend Biggie.
that's-
one thing.
Biggie comes from the era of saying the most outlandish.
Yeah.
That's where we
That's
live in
not
now
outlandish.
today.
That's not outlandish.
Nah,
At
that's
the
kinda
time
crazy.
it was. At the time it was.
That's not outlandish.
Outlandishly gay.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
not outlandish. That's just
Nothing
gay.
wrong with being gay.
And there's
Yeah,
nothing
it's
wrong
gay.
with
It's
being
crazy.
gay.
That's
There's
what I'm
nothing
saying.
wrong.
Nah,
The
that was
notorious-
crazy.
I'm not saying
the
there's
The
nothing
bar is
wrong.
crazy.
The
The bar
That
is
bar
crazy.
is gay.
The notorious
The bar is
FAG.
crazy gay.
The
The
notorious
bar is crazy
FAG.
gay. The bar is crazy gay. You gotta say crazy gay.
It's not
The bar
even-
is crazy
We're gonna
gay.
do an AI
The bar is crazy gay. Hey yo.
It's a super
The bar-
AO
But look,
bar.
I'm gonna defend.
It's
Listen,
a
listen.
AO
But I'm gonna defend
bar.
Biggie with
It's
one
a
thing. Cause look, I hate that they bring up Biggie for that.
Tupac was
But
gayer
look,
than Biggie.
Hold on, let
if
me
we're
say
being
this
honest.
shit. Let me
he
say
wasn't.
shit.
He's a
Look,
ballerina.
exactly. Why don't they say that?
He's an
Why
actor,
don't they
ballerina.
bring up
That's
Tupac
art.
doing
That's Juilliard.
ballerina?
That's Juilliard.
Nah,
That's
bro.
art.
You're
That's
telling me,
fine. You can
okay,
do a lot
look,
of
just
different
wait,
arts.
wait.
He's
So
doing the
hold
gay
on,
one.
because you asked me.
One mic.
You
What
asked
did
me.
Tupac do
You
that
asked
was
me.
gay? What did
You
Tupac
you
do
will
that
put
was
a
gay?
you will put a tutu on?
A tutu.
That's the shit he had on. That's the ball.
Tupac?
Yeah, you have
They
to
have
wear
pictures.
What's a
tutu.
tutu?
That shit that the girls wear to do ballerina. He wear that
skirt,
shit.
like the skirt.
How is
or
that different from
So
the
did
shit that
Prodigy do.
professional wrestlers wear?
a kilt? What about
Nah,
a kilt?
How is that different?
Warriors wear
How
kilts.
is that different?
You
How
can't
is that
compare
different from the
that.
shit professional
You
wrestlers
can't
wear?
wrestlers
compare
wear
that.
that?
Yeah,
Bro,
you can't
but
compare
ballerina
that.
is an art.
Nah, bro, that's kind of wild.
It's
For a
an art,
guy,
and
for a
that's
guy
the-
to do it is
But
wild.
ballet is an art, G.
But for a guy to do it is wild. You could
Wrestling's
dance.
an art.
Look,
Wrestling's not an
What do you
art.
mean? Ballet,
Professional wrestling's not an
ballet-
art.
Hey, there's some
Ba-
gangsta ass ballet dancers. nigga.
Nah,
Ballet
that's
has
wild,
nothing to
bro.
do with gender.
So you're telling me, OG, you're telling me you
Look,
could
look.
you could have break danced instead
Yo,
of doing ballerina.
ballet,
That's the
you
time.
look, ballet,
That's
look,
the
look,
time
look.
Pac comes from.
All right, look, check me out. Check me
Suspicious
out.
conversation.
You ready?
Yeah,
Check me out.
one
You
at a
ready? Check me out. You ready?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the difference. Ballet, right? Is that as gay as saying, "I'll suck your daddy's dick"? Chris Brown came out with "Yo," and then
I didn't know.
He's
what
had
song
a
that
hit.
was.
I
What
don't know.
song
I
was
remember
that?
I could run it. Are you talking about run it?
We already saw it 4 years ago. The social media game is crazy with the influence of bad information and dividing people. This AI, the way it is now, if you guys are seeing what AI could do right now in seconds, I
Oh,
use AI myself. for
Trust.
cover art.
Trust. I have AI for everything.
It's scary, but it's beautiful. It's a great tool. But just like fire,
You
fire
guys seen
could-
what Elon said about it? Like,
He's worried about it, but he's the first one saying he wants to put chips in humans' brains. Like that's so ass backwards. Like that. What do you think that is? That's AI. That's controlling. That's giving people your information. He's another. I think he's just an inside conspirator. You feel me? Just trying to control people. People just believe the soup and fall into what Batman says. That guy ain't Batman. That guy's Lex Luthor. You feel me? That's not Bruce Wayne, homie. That whole ever since he told people, yeah, buy Dogecoin and Shiba, and then he went literally a week later on SNL as Wario. He dressed as Wario, the bad Mario, and was making fun of crypto. A week after telling people online, yeah, buy Shiba and Doge. Mind you, he still not that he was selling Tesla at the time. He still sells Tesla now, but at the time he was taking Bitcoin for Tesla. He never took Doge or Shiba for Tesla, buddy. Like that was a same thing Logan Paul got in trouble for, getting people to buy all these shit coins. And I believe in Bitcoin. I think it's gonna succeed. I lost a lot of money in it.
Logan Paul's whack for that though. Like, definitely like.
No, whack for not doing right by it. Whack
Right.
for not addressing it. Shout out Logan Paul. If you're listening, and we know you are, you got to do right by that. Straight up.
Yeah.
Make the Chico Zoo with me. That's what he called the Crypto Zoo. We'll do Chico Zoo and we'll do right by everybody. This will be like the the charity program.
Because crypto's going crazy right now, especially
No,
the
it
markets.
is.
The markets are going ham right
It's
now.
the future.
I want to really bring back the nitty gritty fucking alchemist way of doing things, like playing records over drum loops and shit like that, like making your own shit. And like, I feel like you need to start making your own library. And that's what I've been doing lately, man, is like just smoking a fucking fat blunt, going inside, and I'll just play like 10 or 11 records, 6 tracks each or whatever, just play them and just listen, man. And if I find anything I like, I'll record it, just put it in a folder, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just like, if I do that, say I do that for like a whole month, man, like, bro, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to produce for for another month. You know what I'm saying? Like just make beats for another project.
I think the first couple rounds are gonna be neck and neck.
So Ilya's way shorter than Max, like damn near like a foot. So that's almost gonna be like a whole foot in size. But here's the thing: Max has said it himself jokingly. He doesn't have the big longest arms.
The T-Rex arms.
He has T-Rex arms. So, you know, he gets you with his not necessarily range. It's more his footwork, right? He closes the distance with different ways and different angles. But he's not, you know, the longest person ever.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what's Ilya's game? Ilya is going to be in the pocket. He wants to get close to you. He's going to cut that distance himself. So
he's going to go forward the whole fight.
Yeah.
Max is going to, obviously he's not a backup fighter, so he'll go forward too, but circling out the most. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy fight. Like,
I got Ilya. I think Ilya's going to knock him out in round 2.
Because the good suffer with the bad. We have so much bad shit.
Misery
going
loves
on,
company.
Like, bro, simple shit. Like, yo, they're scamming people every day now. Like, I've seen things like going around on the internet. It's like something simple where if you see a tissue sticking out of your car door, don't touch it because it's laced with poison. And what it will do is it will like make you woozy and knock you out, and it could be like sex trafficking or some shit.
That's wild.
Like, bro.
I used to see a post. I used to see like a post that would go viral on social media. That'd be like they're putting needles or syringes in the gas pumps.
The gas pump. I used to be like,
I haven't seen it to this day. I still look low key. I'd be like, wait a second.
This is the world we live in. This shit is sad.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's truly messed up. But that's what we're here on the Aircast for, trying to make the world a bit of a better place.
I don't think I can take much more trauma. I don't think it.
You will.
Because if it's not something in everyday life, bro, now we have to sometimes worry about World War III, like what the politicians are up to, like the fucking chemtrails in the sky, the fucking GMO in the food, like the water being laced with fucking whatever the hell. Like, come on, man. I'm tired.
Drink more water. Flex, you got a message for the people? You got a message for the people?
Nah, hell no.
That is the message. Yo, it's the Aircast.
Anybody needs that studio time, hit me up. We full with the studio. It is THC Crew All Night Productions, baby. Let's go.
Podcast production too. I love how I hit the mic right when we were bragging about the production.
Also, shout out to Yubi, my boy. All right,
OfficialHeir,
pops out there,
yeah.
OfficialHeir. If you ever want to get some,
that's the
nice
same guy.
studio
Same
works,
guy.
join
He
the
talks
podcast.
about it like it's two different guys.
I think we got some
Join
here,
the
fellas.
podcast. Join the podcast.
This guy did the Birdman.
Stay tuned to the podcast. Watch the advice.
Here's some stats, and you're gonna like this. You ready for this?
Give it to
You
me.
ready for this?
Yes.
Apple Podcasts has 2 million podcasts in the Apple Podcast library. 500,000 never did more than one episode.
Yeah.
So 25% are eliminated. They're not even our competition. Let's start there. Let's go with another 2/3 of what's left never made it past 10 episodes. So that means 75% of the Apple Podcast library has less content than you and me.
You're passionate about this. You turned up the volume. Crazy.
Because podcasting is a matter of consistency. People see Joe Rogan now as the biggest podcast in the world, but they
Been
don't see
doing
him.
it since 2009.
They don't see him 10 years ago when he looked like a retard in his office, in his house.
Just live righteous, man. Live righteous. Family first. Feel me? Take care of people. You already know, man. West 24, man. We checking out.
You want to throw it up? Can we throw it up?
My message is make sure you pee before interview.
I love that. Y'all, thank you for listening, man. Another one in the books.
Yeah.
The Aircast. See you next week.
Let's go.
Peace.
Sliding in the studio, my album coming soon. Until we get this rap money, trap gon' have to boom. These bricks and these keys and these zips is what we'll do. If you need some fire, I can see you off the Jones.